Tonight, we continue our series on leaving Afghanistan. For many veterans, the battlefield follows them home and changes who they are. For the first time, the mother of a decorated Army sergeant turned mass shooter is speaking out on camera about the role PTSD played in her son's horrific act.
And were there any warning signs that could have predicted the terror that was to follow? KTLA's Christina Pascucci takes a look at some of the consequences of war.
Give me a kiss.
I was that mom out there like, he's mine.
Give me a kiss.
He was a good kid, you know, strong-minded.
Daddy. I love you.
Thank you.
Halan.
His high school friends loved him.
What do you want the world to know about Dionisio?
He was a great brother and a great uncle, and that he loved this country. I felt so bad because we were so close and I had no clue. He was as sick as he was, and he had all that. But he must have just snapped.
He was shooting, and that's all you hear is pop, pop.
25-year-old decorated Army Sergeant and Rancho Cucamonga native Dionisio Garza, who had served 2 tours in Afghanistan, shifted overnight from hero to mass shooter.
It was 2016. Denise was very convincing when he would talk to us, but he had us convinced it was going to almost be like civil war, like a war, and that he needed to be in Texas. This is my first time I'm seeing maybe what I would call red flags. I had no clue what I was watching happen. Saturday, I'm here, Mom, but I'm gonna have to get rid of my phone so they can't track me. I was a mess.
Michelle never heard from her son again. That night, he broke into a Houston tire shop, barricaded himself, and waited. The next day, he would fire 212 rounds, killing 1 man and injuring 6 others before he was killed by police.
It just appears to be someone who was in mental health crisis.
He was back in war. He was right back there in Afghanistan. And I saw him go from 0 to 100 in probably 3 days. So bad for those families. So sorry that happened.
This is the first time Michelle Garza is speaking on camera about her son because she feels veteran families are not given the support they need to understand their kids come back different.
He was home 3 years, and I thought he came home, he had his legs, he had his arms, were good. You know, I knew he had changed a little. One of the moms reached out to me, and her son was military. She didn't blame him for her son being shot. I found comfort in being around people who don't look at my son like a monster. And I try to hold on to this guilt that I have because he hurt others. And we're just all broken.
About 800,000 Americans have served in Afghanistan since the war began. The chances of developing PTSD are as high as 1 in 5. Cost of War Project found 4 times as many troops die by suicide than in combat.
Looking back on this 20-year war and all the loss, was it worth it?
Of course, I want to say no. I mean, I think we need to take care here. I bet we can't watch others be hurt either.
Next in our series, a soldier on the front lines speaks out. I'm Christina Pascucci, KTLA 5 News.